you and me dependent beings?
Yes.
Yes.
You're definitely going to lose your audience, mate. You better get.
No, we're not. The audience knows exactly where I'm going with this. So if you and me are dependent beings, we're dependent on something else, that's dependent on something else. There are two options. Either that chain of dependency goes on forever, or there is an end to that chain. Can you have an infinite regress of dependent things, or does there have to be an end to that chain, sir? Well, I can speak to you about that afterwards.
Well, I'll go with his answer. Because that doesn't suit your point, does it? That answer.
No, it's because that's going to go. He seems to be more clued up. The fact that he's even identified that point, it shows that he's aware of this argument. You're aware of this argument, isn't it? Exactly. You're not aware of this argument because you said when I stated this argument, I'm going to lose the crowd, when this is a very integral argument in theology and philosophy, sir. In fact, he doesn't even know if I ask him what an infinite regress is or what the philosophical implications of that is. You probably would know that. So with you, our conversation would go somewhere else. So
It sounds like a more interesting conversation.
look, there's no need to run away. Are you saying that chain goes on forever?
I didn't say it was dependent on definition. I said I was dependent on breathing air.
You're missing the point completely. When you say you're dependent, by definition, you're dependent on something else. Can that chain go on forever?
Yes.
No, it cannot. If there are infinite moments in the past, that means for us to exist, we have to traverse those infinite time and moments, right?
We.
The fact that you and I exist. For us to exist, that means we have traversed the infinite time, right?
No.
No what?
No, we have not existed infinite.
So there's no such thing as an infinite regress then? Because
Why not?
if there is an infinite regress, yeah, that means there are infinite moments into the past. For us to exist, it means we would have had to traverse those infinite moments. The fact that we exist, the fact that we exist shows us there is no infinite moments in the past.
That's
Yes, that's what.
It's as idiotic as your point.
No, what's idiotic is the fact that you haven't understood what I've said and you're trying to gaslight the audience into thinking that you're somewhat superior to this argument. I've just told you if there are infinite moments, we cannot exist. The fact that we exist shows there is no infinite moments that we've had to traverse. It is such a basic common sense argument. Secondly, you're saying, yes, we're dependent beings. Yet there's an infinite regress of dependent things. But if you're, by definition, dependent on something else, there has to be an end to that chain. Otherwise, what does everything depend upon?